Hi everyone, welcome back to the cabin. It's Ian from Off Grid with Peniglen Homestead, so hi to everybody. First of all, I just want to say I'm so sorry I didn't do a video last Sunday, and if this video is late on a Sunday, if not, it'll be Monday, so I'm either talking to you on Sunday evening, hi, or I'm talking to you Monday morning, hi. Right, reason why I'm late with the video this week, even though I didn't do one last week, is I've not been well again, and it's genuine this time. What it was, last Saturday, as in the previous Saturday, I put my prescription in at the doctor's for my tablets, because you know I suffer with bipolar and I've got lots of other problems, pain and everything. So I put the prescription in. Well, no, I put on it urgent, because I only had like 3 days tablets, I only had enough till Monday. So I put urgent. Now if you put urgent, they'll rush it through, and then Monday, Tuesday at the latest, the chemist will deliver it for me. They're really good. Anyway, I ran out of tablets on Tuesday morning, so I had no tablets for Tuesday morning, and they didn't deliver me medication until Friday. I had no medication at all until they came on Friday, and they came about 5 o'clock Friday in the evening. So I've been climbing the walls, I've not been well, my thoughts have not been normal at all, my mind is, I was at the point where my mind was just going so fast. I was trying everything to calm my mind down, just try and get control of my brain. My body, I didn't sleep for 2.5 days, so my body was absolutely, I was feeling heavy, I was feeling exhausted, but because my mind was still racing, it was overriding that. It weren't telling my body, right, you need to sleep. So I was really unwell. I had no pain relief in me either for all them days, so I was crippled with my back and my legs. So I didn't have a good run. On top of the doom and gloom, I got a phone call from the hospital. They've cancelled my operation date for the 17th of this month, July. So I've got to wait for a phone call off them or a letter off them telling me my new operation date. Apparently there's a lot of staff off sick, and there's not enough to do a clinic apparently and do the surgery, so they're just cancelling all the appointments. I actually said, has it got out to do with striking? And she said no, it's nothing to do with that. She said the hospital have got a tremendous amount of staff off with sickness at the moment. So I says, right, okay. I said, well, fair enough. So I've got to wait for that. So that's my doom and gloom done. Right, obviously because my tablets are getting back in my system, I think you can tell that my mind's racing still a bit now, because I'm talking fast, and I can see on camera that my lips are quick fast. I don't mean to do it, it's just what's wrong with me. When my brain chemicals are not right, I talk quicker. As you can see, I'm slowing down now because I'm trying to concentrate on my mind to slow it down. Right, I've done no building work, I've not done anything, we're not being well. Kev's been chopping wood, he's done loads and loads of wood that he's chopped up. Nearly 3/4 of all the log stores are full now, so pressure's on me to get the rest done to fill with logs rather than... He's been cutting wood that I had over at the side. I had a big pile of wood that I got from the tip delivered a few years ago, so he's been tucking into that, chopping that, plus all the other bits of wood I've had all over. So we've got loads and loads of wood. We've got some more batteries delivered, so we've had a second lot of batteries come, so I'm going to be doing the solar in a week or so, a week and a half. I want to get myself right first. Now, something I want to show you, right? Now, before I tell you this, right, this is not a product review, so I want you to know that. And I'm only telling you because, as you know, me and Kev have been friends for many years. Since I was about 17, I knew Kev. And he, to be honest, when I was in rehab, I've said this before and it's absolutely true, he looked after me when I was in rehab. He came, he visited, he took me out, he did all sorts. And I wouldn't be as well to leave rehab if it hadn't been down to Kev as well, and that's me being honest, and it takes a man to admit that. So I care a lot about Kev, and when he's not well or anything like that, I really worry about him, right? And that's truth, that it means a lot to me. So now Kev don't mind me talking about this. Now Kev's got not brilliant eyesight, right? When he wakes up during night and he needs to go to the toilet, his eyes are like that walking around, he can hardly see anything and he struggles. Now, as you know, I have these battery lights. Well, these are alright for me, I have no trouble with them on when they're fully charged, but Kev still struggles with his eyes. So what I did was I got thinking, what I've done is, right, first of all, I've been on eBay, because Amazon, I like Amazon, but some things can be slightly dearer, right? So I've been on eBay, and this is an old model, and it's reconditioned. It's the Amazon Echo Dot, Now these are the older ones. This is the second gen as in generation. Now you can buy these off eBay refurbished for £12.50. Absolutely true. They were 100 quid when they first came out, because I bought quite a lot of these and gave them away, and I wish I hadn't done now. So I've ordered quite a few of these. Now the reason why I've ordered them is you ask them questions and they answer it. Like if you ask for the weather, they tell you the weather and all that. But what they're very good for is smart sockets. So I bought a long time ago, which I never really used much of, some smart sockets, which are these, right? See if I can get this on the camera. Don't know if it'll be clear. Right, if anybody wants any details about any of these things or links, let me know and I'll put a link in the description. So I've got these Wi-Fi sockets, right? So what I've done is, in all the rooms I've got like lamps or lights or like that. So I've wired them all up to a socket connected to this into the what I would class as mains, which is all the solar batteries and everything like that. Because what's going to happen is, as it stands now, we have the solar batteries, and then on a night when the power's drained out the batteries, the alarms go off and they knock off, which means no power. But I have two, which portable power stations with lithium batteries in. So what I do is I just plug the stuff into that, what's left, and then that gets me through the rest of the night. And then next morning everything starts charging again. But the plan is we're going to buy a new inverter control panel. I'm going to take down all the other control panels, rewire everything. We're going to order some more batteries, even though we've got 10 new batteries. I'm hoping to salvage some of the old ones as well, so we'll have a big battery bank. I could feel myself racing again with my mind then. So I'm going to rewire it all. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to get a control panel that you can put an adapter on it that connects to the generator, because the generator's got the adapter as well. So what will happen is, on a night, if the power was to drain and it went too low, when it gets to a certain point, the control panel will turn the generator on, and then it will feed power through and power everything. So there'll be no lapse of power at all at any point. So that will solve all the electrical problems altogether. So as it stands now with these Alexas, they're all running, obviously. Like now, all of them are running. I've got one in every room, but they all interconnect. So if you give a command to one for a Wi-Fi socket, it can control all of them at the same time, if that makes sense. So what I've done is I've connected them all to these sockets, and I've connected them all to these. Now remember, this is £12.50, and I think I bought 4 of these for about 50 quid. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to find a link for it. So what I've done is, and hopefully it'll do it now, computer, turn on kitchen lights.
Okay.
See, the lights have come on in the back. So what I've done is, each plug has got its own name. So obviously this one is kitchen lights, so the lights come in on here. So if Kev walked in, he would have lights. Now all the others are called different names as well, like I've got lamp 1, lamp 2, living room 1 and stuff like that for lights, living room TV and everything. Now eventually I'm going to put one in his bedroom for the telly as well. So I've got one of these, which is this one, that's going to go in Kev's room. And then the idea is, when he gets up and he's a bit dazed, he can then verbally tell this in his bedroom each command for turning the lights on. So it will turn them all on when he's in his bedroom, and then as he walks through the door, he'll be able to see where he's going. That's the plan, right? That's the plan. So far it's been working great. I've had no problems. Kev's been able to see a lot better, and he's all right because he staggers a bit and everything like that. It's not because he has a drink, because he don't drink anymore. It's just because of his eyesight, his balance and stuff. So that's the plan. So I've done that. So that shows I care about Kev, doesn't it? So I bought all this. So like I say, they are the Amazon Alexa Dot. They're the Dot. These are second generation. They do everything all the others do. They all get the updates through Amazon. So it updates every so often. It'll just go around orange telling you it's updating from the internet. You just connect them to the router, and then you connect that and everything like that and to the router, and it's champion. Absolutely brilliant. I'd recommend it to anybody. I really would. Now you can buy different ones. I've got some Amazon shows, which is like a bigger one with a screen on it, and you can watch TV on it and stuff like that. But I was finding they was using quite a bit more power than what these smaller ones were. So obviously I've unplugged them and put these, because obviously less power you have, more things you can use, can't you? That's the way I always look at it. So that's it anyway. So if anyone's interested in getting the links for these, let me know and I'll put them below. So it's a cheap and easy answer, especially for anybody really who's waking up during the night, and if you're prone to being a bit dazed or out like that, then you can just verbally tell everything. You can, if you're in bed and you don't want to get out of bed to turn your telly off, or you don't want it on standby, you can just say, computer turn off TV, and it'll turn it off. Now there's different names you can have. You can have where you say Alexa, computer, Amazon, show, I think. There's a few different ones, but I'll be honest, I'm not going to lie, all of mine are called computer because I'm a big Trekkie, and obviously in Star Trek, every time they want the computer for something, they say computer.
I don't know that.
See, she's talking. So you say computer, and then it's a big Star Trek thing, so I'm a Trekkie, so that's why I've done it. Right, so that's about all the news, that's all the updates. So I'm going to tell you a couple of funny stories, right? And then I'm going to get off. And I might tell you a joke at the end of it, right? Right, this is one funny story from years ago. When I lived in Peniglen, next door but one to us was Tracy's brother, right? And he got this TV, right? And it was it was a big massive plasma TV, and it was like a prepaid one. Do you remember the old days where you'd have that box at the side and you put a coin in it and it registered and you got TV? Well, anyway, I don't know how he did it. He got one of these massive TVs, one of these pay boxes, right? And he had to put £1 in it. So he got to the point where he was running low on money, because he never had a lot of money, man. He was running low on money. So what he did was he got a £1 coin, he drilled it, right, near the top, put a thin piece of lace on it, true story. And what he would do is he'd dangle it over it and gently knock it in like that, and it would go ching, 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 and it would register, it'd go up to like £20, and he hadn't put anything in it. And so this is the story. So it got to the point where I think they were paying like £80 a month, something like, for this telly. I don't know, it was something like that. So it got to the point where there were no money in this box, and once a month they would come and collect it. And if there were more than, say, I don't know how much it was for a telly, but say there were more than £80 in, then whatever left after the 80 were took out, Mark and Bree would get that money back, right? But obviously there was nothing in it, right? So we was all sat there having a drink in his house, and we saw this man walking up the driveway. So Mark goes, quick, hide. So me and Mark went to the back of the settee, ducked down and hid like this, right? So the settee's above us. Marie ran in the kitchen and Tracy ran behind the chair. So this bloke's knocking on the door, right? And then he's looking through a window like this, right, trying to see anyone. And I said to Mark, Mark, what happens if he knows you're here? He says, oh, I'm in serious bother because I've no money to pay him. I went, all right. So me being me, I jumped straight up like this. I went, he's here! He's here! He's here! Mark's here! Come here, Mark! And I pulled him up and Mark was laughing his head off. He's going, yeah, I'm believing you, I'm telling you. So he went to the door and he had to tell me I had no money, and this bloke's Martin offered him and everything. He come in, he goes, I'm going to get my own back on you for that. I'm telling you, I'm going to get my own back. Right, so that's one story. Right, this is the other. Right, this is the second story. Right, this is a true story. Right. And it's going to sound a bit rude, but I don't mean it funny. But you know everybody has wind. Right? Everyone farts, aren't they? I'm trying to politely say everybody farts. And sometimes you have like a loud fart and there's no smell. Or, I am being serious with this. Or you sometimes do a whisper and it stinks, right? Let's be honest, it stinks, right? Me and Tracy went to Tesco in Barnsley late at night. And Tracy stood here at the car, and I remember it where the cards were, and this man was stood outside of her, right? And I slowly came down, I could feel my stomach going, so I went to the back of Tracy, turned like that, Tracy's here, right? And I did a right dirty fart, really stinker fart, and I quickly moved off and I went round the next aisle, right? True story, right? So after about 2 or 3 minutes, Tracy come flying round the corner. Oh God, did she lace into me in front, middle of it. Don't you ever do that again, that were disgusting. He thought it were me that did that, and I had to tell him it weren't me, and he didn't believe me. It were you, you dirty. He's like that. She's like that. She went proper off her head with me. And I'll tell you another story, right? I might have told this one before, so I'm not sure, right? It was my wedding anniversary. You know, to me, my wedding anniversary, to any man, like any man, is a personal dark day in our lives, right? So what it was, I didn't know what to get her. I hadn't got a clue, right? So I said to her, look, now I can't drive obviously because of epilepsy, she could drive. So I said, tell you what, get in the car, I'll take you somewhere. So she says, where are we going? I says, oh, we'll go down the road. So we're going down the road. I says, right, call in at McDonald's here. So we pulled in. Now Tracy never used to like going in McDonald's. I don't know why. She would rather eat in the car. Me, I'd rather go in, right? So I says, you park up here and I'll go and get us something. Hey, this is a true story, this, right? This is my anniversary present, right? So I went in, I come out and I put it on her knee. She said, what the hell's this? I said, it's a Happy Meal. She said, are you having me on? I said, no, I've got you a Happy Meal for our wedding anniversary because it's a happy occasion. She said, let me get this right. You've got me a fries, a cheeseburger and a drink of pop. I says, no, you've got a free toy in the box as well. And if you're good, you can have my free toy as well. She went proper off her head with me, I'm telling you. Right, proper off her head. And I don't know why. And do you know something? Even to this day, when I think about it, I can never understand why she left me. I can't. I've no idea at all. Funny some women, aren't they? Right. Now listen, before I go, I've got that joke for you. Right. I went to the doctor's. I said to him, doctor, I said, I've known you for many years. Do you mind if I ask you something? He says, no, Ian, don't worry. I said, is diarrhea hereditary? He says, no, Ian, no, it's not hereditary. He said, why do you ask that? I said, well, it's in my genes. Dinky do. Right, listen, I'm going to leave you all in peace. Hopefully this video will go up at some point on Sunday. If not, I'm seeing you on Monday morning. Now listen, do me a favour. I'm trying to get my channel to grow. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it, even though I've not been feeling that brilliant. So if you could press like, subscribe, leave a comment and share the video, really would help. You always get channels say like, would you click the like button and press subscribe or leave a comment. Honestly, it really does help. If you leave a comment, absolutely brilliant, thank you. Put the thumbs up in the video, it all helps, honestly, because what happens is when you get more comments in your videos and you get more thumbs up and you get more subscribers, then it goes on more people's news feeds by YouTube, and they promote your video, which means you get seen by more people, which in turn might mean they might subscribe, so your channel grows. So if you could do it for me, really would appreciate it, and I will see you all next week back down at the cabin. And remember, dinky do.